Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at issues 51 to 56 of the Imperium magazine as we catch up with all the issues so far. Okay, here we go. So 6 issues to open in this video, and I've got another 10 issues that I've got to open tomorrow and the day after, so I'm going to really be catching up with the Imperium magazine this week. So let's get started with issue 51, and if you've been following along with the series, then you'll have seen some of the older issues where I go into a lot of detail about what's included in each one, but as we've got 6 to do, I'm just going to go through quite quick today. So here we go, we've got 2 paints this time, Dawnstone and Pallid Witchflesh, and a lot of the white paints and the lighter ones are often separated like this, so you have to give them a really good mix, stick a ball bearing in there, shake it for ages, and then you'll be good to go. But here it is, this is going to give us some information about the Skorpekh Lord, Master of the Red Harvest, and we're also going to learn about the Plasmancer, Harbinger of Destruction. So these are nice little sections. This is probably my favourite part of these magazines, actually. I love learning about the different models, what they can do, their weapons, and getting it in one page with bite-sized information is really great. Raven Guard next, a little bit of background on those, and then we're going to work through. So no real building in this one because we've got no models, but there is a how to paint, which will bring us up to date with those 2 new paints that were included. Then there's the data sheet for the Plasmancer and the Skorpekh Lord. We've also got one for the Crypto Thralls. So we're really starting to get our armies together now. And then we'll go into a little tutorial and a scout mission. So now the missions are really racking up. And look at what's coming in issues 52 and 53. This beast. So let's get them open. Here's number 52. So this is going to be part 1 of this large miniature. So we get this double sprue here with some really interesting pieces. So we're going to get these big spiky bits, which are going to be the legs of the model. So yeah, this is going to be a fun one to build. And because they're delivered in sets of 4, then you get these in the same delivery. So that's great. You're not going to have to wait. But obviously, if you bought them or whenever they're released in your area, buying them one at a time, you're going to have to wait for the next week to get part 2. We're going to learn about the Imperial Knights and some Necron Triarchs in this issue, and then also starting to look at stratagems now. So this is really good. We're really starting to get into the details of the game, so this is really great. We've got our battle record, more details. We're going to learn about the Questors Imperialis, and then war gear of the knightly houses. These are really informative. I love seeing the different weapons clearly pictured with a nice paragraph explaining exactly what they do. I found that really helpful for the game so far. Then we've got the how to build section. So once you get that second set, you can come back to this issue and then follow the instructions to build the complete model using all the sprues that are included. Now we're on to stratagems, where it walks you through exactly how it works, talks about command points now and things like that, gives you the command reroll, overwatch, counter offensive, and so you're only able to overwatch once now, but or once per round. So yeah, that might have changed slightly since this was printed. Then we go into another tutorial, and then it's got some command point tokens to print off, another mission, and then on the back it tells us what to expect. We've got that second part to come, and then more of the Adeptus Sororitas. That brings us on to issue 53, and here we go. This is the second part of this great model, so this will be a really cool one to add to the Necron army. So we've got the sprue now, just a half-size sprue, and then that's the final pieces that we need to build. So we just go back to that issue 52 and follow the how to build instructions for that. So some really cool bits. Those spiny bits look great. So yeah, I think this is going to be a fun model to have on the table. Then you get these different pullouts occasionally, usually every 4 to 6 issues. And then we're going to learn about that Warzone Vigilus, paint the Triarch Stalker, and deploy the Triarch as well. So here we go, let's open this up. And the artwork's been really good in this Imperium collection, really impressed with it. And just as far as information and lore goes, this is a really nice way, because getting the big book and working your way through can be a bit chunky, a bit much. But when you get it in little pieces like this every week or every month, I think it's really fun and a good way to learn the game. Hate playing against that Exorcist. In fact, the Battle Sisters are probably my least favourite army to play against now. It was Thousand Suns, but yeah, now these, with all the little shenanigans they can get up to. But some great artwork in this issue. Now we're painting that Triarch there, so that's going to take you through step by step with some really detailed, crisp photos, which I think is awesome. Then you've got the data sheet for the Triarch Stalker, and then we're going to start playing it. So a little tutorial and then a mission we can play as well. And then on the back, we get those Battle Sisters and some more terrain. We get some more pipes. Can never have too many of those. So let's open up issue 54 then. And we're going to get the Sisters of Battle, the Adepta Sororitas. And I must admit, I got a bit bored with all these models because they're not an army I want to play. I'm going to build it all for the collection to do a final photo and reveal at the end. But yeah, it's not the sort of army I'm into. It might be nice to build them and play them as an army to practice with, though. That would be cool. And certainly one that I can just shoot with my other armies and take them out. And so that'd be quite fun, I think. And good for kill team, maybe. That could be a good way to go with these. And that's probably what I'd be doing with them. You're going to get 7 models in here. And this should round up now the whole Adepta Sororitas collection from this magazine. Because for the past few months, we've had quite a lot of models for those. And then in here, it's going to tell us about the injuries and grudges. We're getting little tables to roll on, or we can choose. And then the how to build guides. If you haven't seen these before, the how to build and how to paint guides are really good, very well put together. And I think these are, well, the instruction how to build are better than the ones you get in the sets. And the paint guides are fantastic too. If you like watching videos, that's good. But I think going step by step with pictures like this is a nice way to do it at your own pace. You don't have to worry about pausing the video every now and then. So yeah, I think it's a really good way to do it. Then there's another tutorial using these models. The boards are getting bigger now, and then we're getting a little introduction to what's coming next, paints and pipes. Let's get those pipes open then. So here we are, issue 55 of the Imperium magazine. We'll get rid of all this, and then we're going to build and paint the terrain. Here's the pipes. So we get this double sprue, and we've had some of these already, so more to add to the collection now to go with the bigger terrain pieces that we got. And I believe there's some more terrain still to come, but as we move on to the issues now, we're starting to get more Space Marines as well, which is brilliant. So build and paint, read about the Iron Hands, and then some Adeptus Mechanica stratagems now. So we're building on the stratagems for all the models we've had previously in the collection, so that's really great. We're learning about the Iron Hands here, so we're starting to work our through a lot of the chapters as well. And with not too many issues to come, we're getting to the end of it now. So yeah, pretty exciting to get some of the bigger models too. Good to learn about the Crusaders. Here's how to put together our terrain, how to paint using the paints we've had previously. Now, they don't give you any sprays in this collection, so definitely recommend spraying it when you prime it rather than painting it by hand. Then we're going to learn about stratagems for the Adepta Mechanicus. And then look at this, the holes weren't printed on this one, so that's going to be tricky putting it in the folders. Then we've got another mission to play out, more info about different units. And then on the back, we're going to get paints next, and then the Necron Tomb Blade. So looking forward to that. Right, now on to 56, where we get 2 pots of paint. In previous magazines like this, they would give 3 pots. And so it's certainly reduced it. So we're not getting as good value as we used to, but overall it's definitely worth it and really fun to get it delivered each month. So we've got Leia Balor Brown and Administratum Grey there. So 2 pots of paint to add to the collection. And so we're going to learn about Warzone Damnos, the Officio Assassinorum, and some new play section rules as well. Great artwork on the front of this. And I always forget about the covers. They're really well done. I think they've done a great job on it. We're going to learn about Damnos there, and the Endless Legions. Now onto the Officio Assassinorum, the Blood Ritual. Great to see all the different assassins laid out here with just a paragraph explaining all about them. So if you like the look of them, you can go on and find out more in your own time. Then there's Orders Minoris, Lesser Orders Militant. Again, great artwork. This page looks fantastic. So yeah, really interesting how they've put this issue together. How to paint now using those new paints, so we can update and do the highlights on things like the camouflage, the sisters, and the different Necron models as well. And then we're on to Chain of Command, so more rules to layer up our games. We're looking at putting together armies now, so we've suggested army lists to go for the Necrons and the Space Marines, and you'll see in later issues they're covering all the different armies and factions that have been included in the collection. Then on the back, we'll get that Tomb Blade next, and what I've been looking forward to, the Wraith. I think these look fantastic, so really looking forward to getting those on the table too. So there we go, that's issues 51 right through to issue 56, and next come and join me for the video where I'll be doing 57 through to 62. So another 6 issues to take a look at, and then after that 4 more, and then we're right up to date. So by the end of this week, all the videos will be up for all the issues, and if you want to look at any of the previous ones, they're all up on the channel already too. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it's been helpful to give you a good idea about what you can expect from these magazines when they're released in your area. And thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. A big thanks to Tabletop Star for supporting the channel this month. Check out their website, the link's down below in the description. This is a great place to meet people in your area who like to play games as much as you do, so really awesome idea. And of course a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for being there right from the beginning, helping me to keep going with these daily videos. If you'd like to join the Patreon supporters, that link's in the description there down below too. I'd love to see you there.